The Fox. Only moonlight shone on the snow as he trudged along the clotted blanket of white. Beneath the carpet of crumpled ice, rock-hard earth bore up his boots. Digging through this would take all night. The lone tree stood leafless and isolated on the brow of the farm. A few yards behind, a wood and wire fence separated field from fallow field. Nothing would grow now. Yet the grave was here somewhere. He reached in his wide pocket for the directions he'd been given and had to remove the bulky garden gloves he'd worn after disposing his recent opponent. Exposing tight flesh to the icy air, he read with speed before stowing the vital note and replacing his gloves. It would take a couple more minutes for his fingers to regain their previous temperature under the gloves' precious protection. He could not begin digging until they did. A few more meters and he would be there. A change was as good as a rest, he told himself, and looked forward to the relief of not wading through meters more of the shin-high deluge. It would be supplanted by an even greater challenge, the hope that, beneath the crusty exterior, soft, pliant earth was waiting to be removed and tossed over his shoulder, drew him to his task. He had to bury it tonight. This was the perfect time. No one would come. The item for burial sat beneath his coat. He'd carried, along with the shovel, for about 5 miles after the drop-off point. There had been low noise and dim light on the walk. No commotion. He'd kept a good pace in order to stay warm. Owls occasionally hooted as he disturbed twigs or prey they hunted. Opaque gray clouds scudded across the black canvas sky, allowing starlight to sparkle temporarily before another cloud concealed them again. He lay the item on the soft earth and slung his shovel at the ground, clearing a patch from snow before he began the hard graft. When he attempted to pierce the mud, the shovel merely bounced off the surface, as if the soil laughed at him. Only something sharper would penetrate. He withdrew a dagger from his coat and slowly tucked it in alongside frozen blades of grass, which lay as crumpled as the snow. It jerked and scythed, but gained more depth than the shovel ever could. After another 2 wiggles, he cleared a lump of solid ground. As he hoped, the loam beneath was softer. Though still cold, it was not yet frozen. A tiny beetle crawled out from under the shovel. At long last, the real work had begun.